Okay, so I just started the recording. Okay, so what we have seen till now is that the two-way and three-way matching, these things we have seen. Okay,
Yes.
so the last one that we have is that four-way matching. So as part of this four-way matching, so I wanted to cover these things also. So we'll cover this. Requisition, because requisition, so we created only with the non-catalog.
Mm.
So we wanted to cover it with catalog also. So as part of this catalog, so we'll cover SSP, self-service procurement. Okay. So we will talk about the local catalog, and also we'll talk about the punch out catalog. Okay. So punch out is a scenario wherein if I want to integrate with e-commerce site, so we can integrate it. So wherein we will need this punch out details from the respective e-commerce site. So let's say the Walmart.
Mm.
So Walmart will have to give the punch out details, the server and the username and password, all those details. So
Yeah.
if this is provision, then we can use it, wherein user will be able to redirect to the Amazon or the Walmart website, and from there basically this input is derived, and
Mm.
this shopping will be added to the shopping list or the cart. So using that we can request the item, and from there basically it will go to this. So now this catalog that we are talking about is with the item. So now we will have to link it with the item category and these things. Okay, so this will cover as part of this process.
Okay.
And then we have this four-way matching. So for this four-way matching, so we will use the four-way, that is. Okay, so before that, as part of this, we'll also cover the sourcing module.
Yeah.
So that is negotiation. Okay, so we will do this negotiation, and also we will do this award. So once these two things are done, then we will set up the system in a way that this award will automatically create the purchase order. Okay. So
Okay.
once this purchase order is created, so then we'll say this is four-way matching. So here, so till now what we have seen is that the direct receipt application. So that is we will create only the receipt, but
Yeah.
whereas we will not do the delivery. So in this case, so we will do the receipt application,
Mm.
and also we will do the delivery. So the delivery is what called as put away transaction in Fusion. Okay, so we'll do this thing, and then we will have to create the inspection plan. Okay, so to do the inspection, so this is part of this put away transaction. So we'll create one inspection plan,
Mm.
and then we'll do the inspection. Okay, so
Mm.
after this it is the regular invoice and the payment processing. So this is the one that we wanted to cover. Okay, so the first thing is that, so I'll start with SSP.
Mm.
So for this, I will need the catalog manager. So I'll just go to security console, and I'll give the access to the catalog.
Okay.
Okay, buyer and other things are there. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
Okay.
Okay, so this is the role that is used to basically create the requisition,
Mm.
and the other one that is the sourcing project coordinator. So that is the role that is used to create the negotiation. Okay, so I have given access, so I'll just give the view access as well.
So, normal procurement requester is not enough, right? Advanced procurement
Yeah,
request is required. Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Advanced procurement requester is required. So this is the one that makes sure that
Mm.
the because if we see here, so we will not have the requisition option.
Mm.
It is only the purchase order and the
Yeah,
other
that
options. So
needed.
only the agreement and these things.
Mm.
Okay, I think I missed this one, the agreement.
Mm.
So probably as part of this catalog, we'll cover also the VP, VPA agreements, and then the contracts will cover it separately. Contract. So yeah, agreement I'll cover as part of this.
Mm.
Okay, so I'll just give access to this. Okay, so the access is given. So I'll just run this process and I'll try to log out once and log in. I think the program is not completed yet.
Oh. Where do you stay, in Chennai?
I'm actually staying near this one, Sholingnallur.
All right. Okay. That's near to your office, right?
Yeah, I mean, its office is in Taramani, but then I took this for another one, and then I thought, okay, I'll stay for some time. So
Okay.
I'm staying still now. I haven't changed. I'll have to change basically,
Mm-hmm.
not immediately.
No interest to go abroad?
No, not for now. I mean, I had it, but then now I'm just thinking of to stay for some time.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you basically stay, I mean, settled in US.
No, no, I'm here last 1.5 years. Before that, I was in Gulf.
Okay,
Almost 15 years I was in Gulf. Then I moved to
okay,
India for 2, 3 years. Then, okay,
okay,
I thought of finding some jobs this side. But just
okay,
checked. Okay, I got it. That's the reason I'm
okay,
asking you, is there any interest?
okay. That's it. For now, no, but maybe in future, maybe.
Let me know. My friends are there. If you want, okay, we
Okay,
can apply HMD. A lottery
okay,
system.
okay, yeah, sure.
This year now, February is the deadline.
Okay,
You may be knowing it.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, if you want to.
yeah, yeah, sure.
I think a lot of
Yeah, so since this is
everything
test,
got together again.
yeah, so they have a lot of programs that are
Uh,
scheduled, so
Funding,
it's keep on running.
can kill if anything is got.
Yeah. Because I need this role synchronization to start with this,
Yeah.
or else,
Or else we can start with contract. For that also you need catalog.
yeah, for contract also I need this role, but for contract role I not give it because this is again part of that. So and also contract I plan to cover as in last one.
Oh,
So this setup also needs to be done, the
no.
style and these things.
Okay, no problem. Okay. I have a question.
Yeah,
Okay. On B2B, If some
Okay.
user who has got a normal, that is abstract role as a requester,
Okay.
okay, for him, okay, we wanted to give, he was not able to access uh, B2B because he has got icon in Amazon. When he click, okay, it gets errored out. It means he is not having access to it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so how to give that access to them? What is the way?
So this B2B privilege I will have to check.
Mm-hmm.
So probably that particular privilege might be missing. So we can take that existing role, the custom role that is created, and we can give ads. So probably the privilege that is needed for this, I can check and update in the group also.
Okay.
So once that privilege is given, so this user should be able to see the B2B option.
That privilege has to be given in the existing role, right? The requester
Yeah,
role.
correct. Yeah, correct.
But
So we can.
for others are able to do it. I understand
Okay.
from somewhere else. We will have to give some access, or somewhere we'll have to activate something. Is there anything else?
I don't think so because B2B, if this particular only this particular user is not able to access it, so I don't see other option because
Mm,
if no user is not able to do it, so probably the configuration is missing. But if this is specific to
Only
the user,
one
yeah,
user,
so
mm, specific user. Yeah,
yeah, so it should be this one. I mean. Uh,
privilege.
I, I don't think any other setup is missing. It should be only this, I believe.
Mhm. Okay.
Maybe I'll share this one. If that is not working still, then maybe we can check if any
Mm.
of the setup is missed out.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is done. I mean, this is added still, yet this did not come completely. I think probably the synchronization is not completed yet.
Mm.
Because this also we have given that is the negotiation
Mm.
also. So we gave the sourcing role.
Mm.
So we got this one, but then this is not yet received. That is processed this one requisition and the catalog. So these two things also needed to be added. No, this is not yet synchronized.
Mm. Any procurement agent, anything has to be given.
No, procurement agent we have given because unless we give the procurement agent, so. we will not be able to basically create the purchase order or any transaction. So
Yes, yes.
this PO we are able to create. So it's only this one we couldn't
Right.
see the requisition and the catalog, because these two options should be in place to start with. Basically, the catalog needs to be there because that's the first item that I have.
Mm.
Mm, let me see if this login has it. Okay, so this login has it. So probably I'll use this login for time being. So maybe till that synchronization is done. Okay. So this is the option, that is catalog.
Mm.
Okay, so in catalog, so we have first thing is the agreement. So we'll have to create one agreement, because the reason why we are creating agreement is that, so the way that this catalog or this category that works is basically based on the agreement, because here I have two things. So one is that, so in terms of security, or in terms of filtration, or in terms of parameters. So I
Mhm.
have these three things. So one is that based on the agreement,
Mhm.
and then based on the category, or based on the user or the specific worker that we can say. Okay, so these are the filtration criteria in terms of defining the content zone or the public shopping list or these things. So
Okay.
now to brief about this option, that is catalog. So catalog is nothing but the combination of multiple categories is what we are referring to catalog. Okay. So
Okay.
now I can build my hierarchy inside this catalog. So let's say I have electronic items.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is similar to the e-commerce website that we are talking about. So here I might have this as an electronic. So under this electronic, I might have desktop, laptop, and all these classifications. And also I might have other smart devices, probably let's say the light and fan
Mhm.
and the other things, the smart
Okay.
devices that we have. Okay. So similarly, I can have multiple layers of categorization inside one category. Okay. So based on this categorization, so basically I can have the actual item category. So now this catalog or this category is just like an skeleton or just a template that we are defining in the system. So now, unless I bring actual, so this catalog, what we are creating here is nothing but for the self-service purpose that we are creating. But now, this self-service will show us the actual screen based on the configuration that we are doing it here. But then,
Mhm.
if we want to link it with the actual item, then we will have to link with the item category, because when we talk about category, so we have multiple categories. So that is functional area. I mean, let me just go back to this one. Probably I'll go to setup once and show what are the categories that we have, because I'll show there, and then we'll go to uh, the actual catalog defining.
Mhm.
Okay, so now here, if you see, so we have this functional area. So this functional area is unique.
Mhm.
So in the fresh instance, so if I'm creating one inventory category,
Mm.
So then I cannot use again saying that this is for the inventory category and create the second one. So of course I can have multiple categories, because here I can enable this option, that is allow multiple item category assignments. So using that, for one item I can have multiple categories.
Okay.
So this I can do it, but in terms of functional area, that is
Mm.
attaching this category to a function area. So this I'll not be able to duplicate it. So let's say I have created a ABC category for my inventory. So
Mm.
now I cannot again create saying CAB, saying this is my inventory category.
Mm.
So this inventory category would be unique. So now if I'm creating second category, so that would be without functional area.
Okay.
So I'll create only the category name.
Mm.
Okay. So similarly here we have our inventory. So primarily we will be using the inventory and the purchasing, but
Okay.
apart from these two, we also have some other categories as well.
Service, logistics. Okay.
Yeah.
Supplier
So
product and services. Mm.
yeah. So these are the categories. So these are, for example, if we take this one,
Mm.
supply chain financial flow orchestration.
Mm.
So SCF is basically used in terms of handling if I have a requirement wherein I wanted to basically do the intra transfer, meaning that I have I have one entity in Chennai
Mm.
and another entity in probably in China. So
Mm.
now if I'm doing transfer between one entity to another entity, so
Mm.
since even though it is within the entity, so I wanted to basically treat this as a sale and purchase. So
Yeah.
now
Mm.
I might want to generate the invoice. So
Mm.
now if I want to generate the invoice, so I'll have to configure this supply chain financial flow orchestration. So unless I have SCF flow that is configured, so I'll not be able to generate the receivable invoice or the payable invoice. So that is how basically I create this payable or receivable transaction. So
So,
here, if I want to use this option of having this categorization,
mm.
so I can use this option called supply chain financial flow orchestration. Okay. So similarly, we have our multiple flows, I mean, multiple functional tests. So we
Mm.
have multiple catalogs or the function areas that we can use to create the catalog. Okay.
Mm.
So now this is the actual item catalog that we are saying. So let's say I'm just saying, I think it might have been, yeah, so this is created already. So if
Mm.
it is not created and if it is fresh environment, so we can select this inventory and we can create the category name.
Okay.
Okay. So, so these are understandable. That is whether item master level or the item inventory organization level. So these are the certain controls that we can do.
Mhm.
But in terms of creating the item category, so this is the screen that is functional area catalog. Okay.
Okay. One second, I have a question here.
Yeah.
For purchase and
Okay.
non-purchase, okay, the item can be in both the possibility is in both the level, both the functional areas, right? So in that case, okay, you can do that allow multiple item category assignments, right? That
Correct.
is an okay, 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 fine, no problem.
Okay. So I'll navigate back to the catalog screen and we'll try to create one agreement. Okay, so this is, I think okay, maybe I'll use this one for time being, that is Supremo Business Unit. Okay, so the Supremo is the one that I'm using because there we had this US one business unit.
Okay.
But then if I want to change this, I'll have to run that program again. So
Yeah, yeah.
which will take time to do that. So I'm using this one, Supremo
Okay.
US business unit. Okay. So I'll create one agreement, the BPA.
Okay.
Okay, so here let me give this as 1 lakh dollar. Okay, and the minimum release, let's say 10 rupees is the minimum release I'm saying. Okay, and I'll disable this on pay on receipt, and I'll just add a line. Okay, so here I'm not giving the specific item.
Mm.
So let me just say this is just a description, and I'm using the standard category. Okay, and here since this is for the agreement that we are creating, that is the for a specific period time. So I do not need the quantity here. So it's only the price that I'll need.
Mm.
So I'll just say this is 1 lakh, and optionally I can enter this expiration date. So
Yeah.
when this particular agreement will be expired.
Okay.
Okay, and then if I say edit, so here I'll be able to see the information. So that is the item attributes. So if I want to add more details about the item, so I can add. So let's say I wanted to give the URL. So this image URL basically, so this activity that we are doing is to see this. So I'll just show that, but to give the high level view.
Mm.
So this is something to the Amazon or the Walmart. So wherein I will have something called an icon. So if I click that option, so I'll have the breakup. So
Mm.
under that I can select an item and I can add to the cart. Okay, so that's a similar option. So now if I want to have that icon, so I will need that particular icon as an image. Okay, so now this image will be loaded to this one called a specific path where an Oracle has given. Okay, so now that is the path that, so it can be Oracle specific path or it can be the internal path that we have. Okay, but then this is suggested that we will use this Oracle suggested path because apart from this, so we have also the connection that we will establish. So we
Yes.
have this XML gateway and the other options as well. So that is whether we are going with Oracle's native way of communicating or whether we are using this XML communication in terms of exchanging the data between the e-commerce and this thing. Because
Mm.
this will ask us to even log in into the application. So now
Mm.
this image will stay as a security layer if I'm using inside Oracle because Oracle has this security layer inside it. So that's the reason it is suggested to upload there, and that is the URL that we are attaching here. Okay, and then the thumbnail image. So apart from that, others are like additional information that we can enter the supplier
Mm.
URL, manufacturer URL. So these are like the additional informations that we can capture. Okay, so apart from that, we can also capture the DFF.
Okay.
Okay. But for time being, so I'm not creating it with item, so I'm just saying, so this is with the description. Okay, so I'll just say, okay, and I'll submit this for approval. Okay, so this should be approved. So meanwhile, I'll just go to this catalog and say manage catalog. So this is where basically we are creating the catalog. So here if you see, So we have this local catalog, punch out catalog, and information catalog. So
Okay.
now the local catalog is nothing but the actual catalog that we are talking about. So that is with the item and all those things.
Okay.
And the information catalog will stay as an more information or kind of an tips and tricks, something like this.
Okay.
So which will not add value to that. So if I want to see more information about this product, so I can create this information catalog and which I can use it there. Okay, so that's the purpose of creating this information catalog. So this is optional in case if I want to create, I can do it.
Okay.
So, but actually the local catalog which we will create. Okay, so apart from local catalog,
Mm.
so this is the punch out catalog, which means that integrating with the external application. Okay, so one such example that we have is at Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just say create local catalog,
Mm.
and if we are not getting this option, that is procurement BU, then the this particular user or this login
Mm.
is not created as the procurement agent. So we will need this procurement agent access to create this local catalog.
Okay.
Okay, just say Supremo catalog. Yeah, so here if you see, so there are two things that we'll see. So one is this agreement and the other one is categories. Okay, so whether we wanted to include items from all the agreements or we wanted to include a specific agreement.
Mm.
So in real time if I want to specify or if I want to restrict, so because this local catalog is not restricted to one, so we can create any number. So if I want to create this local catalog for each agreement, so then I can create the second or third catalog as well. So that's the reason we have this option to
Mm.
select specific agreement. But then if I don't want to restrict it, but
Mm.
then I wanted to use across the agreements, then I can say include items from all agreements. Okay.
Oh.
And also I can exclude specific items
Mm.
also. Okay. Or optionally, if so, this is not used, but as an option we have. So
Mm.
if I want to probably, let's say, include all the master items,
Mm.
so this is kind of without restriction. So
Okay.
which means that all the items will be displayed. Okay, but if I want security, I can enable any of these options. But
Mm.
then if I want to see all the items in the list, so I can say this one, include all master items.
Mm.
Okay. So similarly for the categories, so item categories as well, we can give. So this is understandable. So
Mm.
I'll just say save and close.
Mm.
Okay, and then the catalog category that I can create. So this is similar to the inventory category. So
Mhm.
now, if I want to create new catalog, so I will be able to create under root. So
Root. Mm.
yeah, under root only I will be able to create it. So let's say I just wanted to add a new category called electronics. Yeah, it is here. Okay, so under this, let's say I wanted to say desktop and okay, and similarly under this, let's say I'll include mm, I'll say probably the brand wise something. So Apple laptops.
Mm.
Okay, so I can add multiple this
Yes.
thing to this.
Mm.
Okay. So now after doing this, so I can just insert the item categories to this. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, maybe this is not tagged with it, so I'll come to this. Okay, so now if we see, so we are seeing this Amazon and these things. So now, so where these options will be seen is that. So I'll just show these things. So now this office supplies and office technology, these options if you see. So if I go to the requisition screen, even here I don't have requisition.
Mm,
Uh, Okay, so I'll just explain. Maybe I'll have to add and run that program. So I'll just explain, and probably tomorrow we'll see
okay.
that. So where we are seeing that in requisition. So this option is nothing but featured category meaning. So this will show there in the requisition screen. So
Oh,
I can just click this option called Amazon or the office supplies, and from there I can add any of the item to the cart. Okay.
okay.
So now if I don't want to add this Amazon and these things, and I wanted to add only the electronic items that I have added. So
Mm,
where I will see these options is that, so basically inside this one called shop
ecosystem.
by category. Okay, so that is where I'll see. And also in the bottom of the screen, so I'll see these items. So for time being, so I'll leave these two because the above ones, that is Amazon and the others, I have removed and I have enabled only for the electronics. Okay.
Mm.
So now if I open this requisition, so I'll be able to see only these three. So
Oh,
others will be disappeared. So
okay.
whatever we are marking this as featured categories, so those are the ones that is going to populate in the requisition screen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah, and
be
yeah.
controlled at business unit level.
No, this is controlled at both the business unit level and the agreement level. So at higher level, yes, it is business unit level.
Mm, okay. So, okay. See, one more question. See, this
Yeah.
manage that is functional area catalog and what is there in product management are similar, same.
No, this is not similar because this is only for the purpose of requisition and these processes.
Okay.
But there, the category that we are seeing in the functional area, this thing, so that is for the attaching with the item. So whatever we are creating here, so this will not be able to attach it with the item, but this is for the purpose of requisition and the purchase order. So beyond requisition and purchase order, so we'll not be able to use it. But
Oh,
the category that we are creating there, so that we can attach to the purchasable item, inventory item, all those things.
okay. Okay, okay, okay. So for non-pure invoices, if you want to see some items that can be created at functional area, right?
Correct.
Okay, okay, right. And okay, here when we are creating this item, ultimately, okay, category, catalog, okay, under that, okay, we create an item. Uh, that item can be attached within GL code, charge code,
Category cannot be directly
no, no,
attached. Okay.
item.
Yeah, that's what. To the item directly will not be able to tag the GL account because based on the category, I will
Mm,
have to write this tag rule to tag it with the actual account. So
okay.
directly will not be able to do it. And this with this catalog or this category, so we
Mm,
cannot write rule because this, if I want to generate this in
mm,
the purchase order or the purchase requisition,
mm,
because what will happen is that, so if I do not select this catalog or this content zone, so
mm,
system will not basically detect this or generate this account code combination. So usually we will not do this, but we will use this item category. So item category meaning this functional area catalog that I'm referring to. So using that, we will write rule. If this is the category, then this is the GL account that system should generate. So
Oh,
for this, we will write the TAT rules.
okay, rules. Okay, right. Okay, fine.
Okay. So I'll just go to the content zone. Okay, so here two things. So one is that whether we are using at the requisition screen or the purchase order screen. So similar to the requisition screen, so we'll not have something like a selection or the navigation between here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So in the purchase order screen, but then this needs to be added as an line item. Okay, so using that, we can add that. But if I want to use it both this thing, so one I will have to create as requisition content zone, and the other one I'll have to create as procurement content zone.
Oh,
Okay. So this is the main area wherein we will attach the catalog, shopping list, and the smart forms. Okay. So
okay.
now, for time being, what I'll do is that, so what are the catalog that we have created? So that is the one that I will attach here. Okay. So this I'm creating it for requisition. So I'll just say move, and I'll just add the catalog. One minute, let me check why this is not appearing. I think this is the one that we created, Supremo catalog.
I think it's there.
Okay. Maybe I'm searching.
It's there.
Yeah,
Supreme
it is.
Catalog local.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think yeah, correct. So I was searching with the hierarchy name, but then
Mm.
this is the catalog that we created. Okay. Okay. So the next one is basically the shopping list. So this is where basically we are tagging the item, category, and all those details. So I'll just give this name as. Yeah, so this is how this will be shown in the requisition screen.
Mm.
Okay, but in the requisition I couldn't see that there, but this is how it will be. So if I say shop by category, so I'll see this electronics and all those things.
Mm.
So whatever is enabled, so I'll see here in the list. Okay, so as I
Mm.
said, so the featured are not, I mean, nothing but these three. So if you remember, so we
Yeah.
disabled all and we
Other things,
enabled only,
Amazon and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, only these three. So I think this should not have value because I did not import. Yeah, correct. So because I did not give the item category there, let me try to give the item category because from there this items are populated. Okay, so this is not approved yet.
Mhm.
Okay, maybe there is some issue with the BPA approved, so this should not get approved. Uh, I think there is some maintenance activity again.
Mm. No problem. We can
Mm,
set it tomorrow and we can do that. Not a problem.
okay, yeah, sure then. We'll meet tomorrow. Same time, right?
Yeah,
9.
yeah, I'm okay. Even before that also I'm okay. If you are
Okay,
if you are not having any other classes, okay. And
okay,
one more
okay,
thing I need to
yeah,
know on that is tomorrow. One is agreement
okay,
approval and contract approval also.
okay, okay, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
One second. I thought of asking one more question. Okay,
Okay,
okay, it's clarified. Okay, thank you.
okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.